This guided Hisbonenus is sponsored Le'ilui Nishmas Sprintza Bas Hershe. I invite you to close your eyes, make room, and take a moment to be misboinen, to contemplate in your mind's eye and allow yourself to soar above. As we explore how to draw down the infinite light of Hashem and integrate it into the full stature of your being, infusing His light into the intimate realms of your thought, speech, and action. Your whole being thus transformed into one seamless continuum of the revelation of His light in this world. Let's first draw His light into the inner chambers of your thoughts. Bechukosai telechu, in my statutes shall you go. To go and to flow, to travel in your consciousness as you begin to contemplate Hashem's greatness and awesomeness, level after level. How everything you deem to be great, everything you hold sacred, is only so as a finite, limited expression of His infinite greatness. As you progressively ascend, sensing your own insubstantiality in comparison, and how all your small human problems are melting away and dissolving in His oneness. Feel how the whole world is thus elevating together with you. Halichas olam loi, all the goings of this world to Him. Every individual path leading back to His oneness. Savor the profound sense of integration and meaning of all returning in harmony back to His oneness. From the halicha going comes the halacha, the Torah, the clear articulation of Hashem's will and wisdom. Get a sense for how when you learn Torah, you're achieving the spiritual ascent of ever greater comprehension of His greatness, ever greater connection to His light. Imagine what that would look like and feel like next time you learn Torah. And for those times where you are not feeling it, where you're not quite there, when there is a yearning of your soul, a deep thirst to connect to Hashem and find a glimmer of understanding of His greatness in your mind, but it's simply not flowing. It's just not going. Es misvosai tishmor, my commandments you shall keep and protect. Feel the sense of protection, safety, and encouragement of knowing that the godliness and the word of Hashem is with you, nonetheless, inside of you, at all times. No matter where or how you are, even if you have fallen, and who of us haven't fallen, know that Hashem is there alongside of you. Even when you stumble and get swept up in emotional reactivity, pulled this way and that way, feel Hashem is the rock at your center. Even when it gets too much and you can't keep your cool any longer, you get bent up by anger and frustration, anxiety, understand that the tranquil waters of Hashem's presence will never evaporate and will continue to flow to you and through you unimpeded. Even when you succumb to the distractions and addictions of this world, or are stuck in the character flaws of your human condition, don't give up. Don't lose hope. For the Shekhinah, the divine presence of Hashem, is with you, within you, sustaining you with godly life force, even at this very moment. You can always establish this firmly in your mind and internalize the faith in Hashem's true oneness, how in the heavens above and the earth below there is none other. There is no other existence outside of Hashem, and He is readily accessible at every moment throughout every single life experience, both the highs and the lows. There is thus always hope. Things can always change for the better. Hashem, the true existence, who was, is, and will be, who is perfect and unchanging, is at the center of all challenges, and He can dwell and become firmly established in your mind to the extent that He becomes your God. Havaya, the true existence, who is everywhere and is all that exists, can be personally accessible to you. Ani Hashem Elokechem, I am Hashem, your personal, intimate God. Now let's bolster this emunah, this profound faith and conviction, and make it even more real, to protect it from floating away as something faint and aloof. Let's anchor it in your mind and heart, ground it in the earth so that it becomes the footstool for Hashem to dwell securely in this world. For this, we need to draw it down into our speech. Es mitzvosai tishmor, my commandments you shall keep and protect. Shamor, keep, is Mishnah. Focus on learning and speaking words of Torah, to keep and protect the light of this emunah, faith and conviction in Hashem's ever-presence and oneness, and feel it integrating and becoming anchored into your very guts. Your Torah is in my guts. Feel this emunah, faith, permeating every single cell in your body. And finally, Vasisam Oisam, and you shall do them, to draw down the revelation of the light of Sovev Kol Almin, the unbounded infinite light of Hashem that encompasses all worlds. It is not sufficient in the contemplations of the mind or the articulations of the speech, for no thought can ultimately grasp Him. Instead, you have to do, for Maisa Hua Ikar, the action, is the main thing. This infinite light that can't be contained in thought or speech can nonetheless be alluded to in action. Like a profound love that is hinted to in the act of a wink, or deep subtext alluded in the inflection of the voice or shrug of the shoulder, so too the infinite light of Hashem is alluded to in the non-verbal communication of the practical performance of a mitzvah commandment. Feel thereby emboldened to increase your performance of mitzvahs, such as increasing your giving of tzedakah, charity, and sensing how it alludes to the cosmic charity Hashem does each moment to sustain all of life. V'haya ma'aseh tzedakah shalom, and the practical act of charity brings peace. Like peace unites opposites, let your act of tzedakah unite Hashem, who is beyond, with the world right here, and manifest blessing, bracha, for yourself and the whole Jewish people. Lo matza HaKadosh Baruch Hu kli machzik bracha liYisrael ela shalom. Hashem found no vessel for blessing the Jewish people except through peace.